Then it's Spurling. That show, mama, you know what I'm talking about. Mama, that go, that man, he just talk a lot of shit. He be up late at night, tuning into all his hits. See my grandmama hate him.
That's my motherfucking business. You ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it.
Literally snatching people off the street and throwing them in cars, man. Look at that, man. Ooh,
you feel good about this?
Look.
They weren't talking to us.
You guys feel good about this?
About what?
About everything happening in LA right now and just terrorizing communities?
What's happening in LA?
Now this is this is a regular. Why is it that these people think that the police, the local police, are going to protect them from the federal agents? What is it? What makes you think that the police? Do you think the LAPD officer wants to catch a federal charge and end up in the federal penitentiary? Huh? You think he want to be in there braiding hair and washing dirty underwear and making pruno? Huh? And sneaking weed in the prison in his booty hole? No. He don't want no. Hell no. He's not doing 10 years. They're going to sit and watch. They are going to stand by. Somebody type stand by in the chat room.
You're what? What's happening in LA? People are getting taken from their homes, separated from their family, and treated like animals.
Are you talking about that? Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible. He said it's terrible. Feel bad. You heard what he said. It's terrible. Somebody type it's terrible.
Latino family.
Talk to him. Now, see, this is who y'all should have been listening to. We have tried for decades to create what was supposed to be black and brown unity. I know personally that the Hebrew Israelites include the Mexican people as one of the lost tribes. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam have openly invited Mexican people into the Nation of Islam. You got members of the FOI who are members of the Nation of Islam. They are considered part of the lost tribe. So even our religious leaders and our political leaders have tried this, but it didn't work. Listen to what the Honorable Minister Lewis, this is probably about 20, 30 years ago.
Notice I said Latino family.
Mm-hmm. We tried.
Oh, wait a minute, Brother Bearcat. How did they get in the family?
Most of the Mexicans are from the indigenous people of the planet. Listen, indigenous people. You go into Mexico, you see.
I want to take an opportunity to give a big shout out to all the indigenous people of South America, Central America, and the Caribbean, the indigenous people. Okay, keep in mind the conquistadors, which are white people from the Iber Peninsula, Spain, and Portugal, invaded South America, Central America, and the Caribbean, and they basically raped and robbed and diseased and shot all of these people. And there still are some indigenous people there. When I talk about Latinos, I'm not referring to the indigenous brown skinned people who you see when you go there. I'm talking about the ones that want to be white. I'm talking about these mestizos who practice anti-black racism, who also practice anti-indigenous racism. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to those are the ones that they are the ones. They are the white light. They are light white, LITE white. They're not quite white, but they light white. And those people practice oppressive techniques against the dark skin and the brown skin and the Afro Mexicans and the Afro Latinos and the indigenous. When I talk about Latinos, they know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the racist ones. You understand? And now they coming up here and they getting a rude awakening because they dealing with real white people, not the fake white, not the light white. I'm talking, they dealing with real, they dealing with redneck white. You understand that? That's who they dealing with. And so I need you to keep that in mind. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is, I think, in my opinion, speaking to the indigenous aspect of that culture. But and to call all of them Latino is just a misnomer. They have the indigenous people. And then I'm happy to see the indigenous people of these countries are beginning to wake up and take their rightful place and hopefully shed off that I guess that white supremacist brainwashing that has them believing that they are white, and they will never be accepted. You just need to embrace yourselves. That's what you need to do. You need to love yourself and do for yourself. That's what you need to do. And I want black people too to understand something. These folks are about 125 years back from where we were. They're 125 years ago where we were. They hate themselves. They hate their hair. They hate their they hate their skin color. They're trying to be white. They want to be white. This is where they were. We were like that with the straightening combs and the conks and the bleachings and all these. We dealt with that too until we came up with Black pride and self-love and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. But let's let the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
The real dark Mexican. And you go and you look at those big heads that are in Mexico, the old Mech that represent the old Mech civilization. Oh, much before Columbus, much before the Mayflower. These are the indigenous people of the Western Hemisphere. They are linked to the indigenous people of the earth. But the same Spaniard that conquered them started the same process. Put a little in and make a lighter shade, and then put the lighter Mexican against the darker Mexican. Talk to me. Talk to me. The real native Chicano or Mexican or La Raza is dark. And they are the downtrodden of Mexico.
Always.
It's all over the world. The same snake that bit us bit them. You're a Mexican. You speak Spanish, but you are not a Spaniard.
You are not.
Spaniards are Europeans. And some of them are very dark because the Moors conquered Spain for 1,000 years and mixed their blood with the Spaniards. So you might have a little of us there too. And look this. So you have the non-white Hispanics in America. All different shades, but they speak Spanish. That's your family. And you have black people speaking French. That's your family. Black people speaking Arabic. That's your family.
Yeah, and I don't typically let what language a person speaks divide me. Now, what divides me is the character of a person. If you're gonna be a straight up sellout, or you spitting that foolishness, then we may not see eye to eye, and I may separate. But for the most part, we're dealing with black and brown people and the indigenous people of the world who are not permeated with that sickness, that self-hate. Then we can have conversations. But in this particular time period, black men, black women have tried to unify with the brown people here in America, and they didn't want to unify. They specifically rejected us. They didn't want to be associated with our fight. And now here we are. They've isolated you, and you having the battle for your literal life. Let's keep listening.
So suppose we work on our condition. Our Mexican and Latino brothers and sisters work on their condition, then we form a strategic alliance.
I wish we could, brother. I wish we could. That sounds ideal. But some people
I don't think a lot of people understand what's going on in LA right now.
We understand.
I really don't. Again, I know you come here for sports, but LA.
We don't come here for sports, sir.
I mean, this is my turf.
This is your turf.
And
your turf, okay.
ICE agents are driving through the city, okay?
Yes,
in unmarked cars.
That's what they do.
With their faces covered.
Yes, that's what they're doing, sir.
Stopping brown people on work crews, doing agriculture work, etc.
They're all of them. They're getting them all, sir.
Stopping them, asking for identification,
they ain't
and oftentimes if they don't have an identification, cuffing them and taking them in based on the fact that they're brown. And if you missed this, a couple of days ago, they stopped a guy based on the fact that he was brown, cuffed him, slammed him against a fence. He's saying, I'm an American citizen. I'm an American citizen. The ICE agent, coward pussy, says, what hospital were you born in? The guy freezes because he's freaking being slammed against a fence. Can't come up with the answer. His friend comes out to defend him, not physically, to defend him. They grab that guy, slam him to the pavement. His head hits the pavement. Both these guys are American citizens, by the way. The one guy who's slammed against a fence, American citizen number one, finds his ID. They take his ID, take his phone,
that's what they
leave for 20 minutes, return his phone, never return his ID. He's an American citizen. They let him go. The other guy who came to the defense of his friend, also an American citizen, is in a holding cell in Los Angeles.
Everybody's getting hemmed up. This is what you get for trying to come to the aid. Keep listening.
And he's being accused of aggressively assaulting a police officer or an agent.
10 years.
And these agents aren't even identifying themselves. And furthermore, he didn't even assault him. So this is a shit that's going on in LA right now, all over.
Federal agents don't have to identify themselves, sir. That's some states level stuff. Shout out to Surrogate Keeper and TIQS. I will definitely read all the super chats. Let's keep
LA masked agents.
Now I want you to understand this white fella is just giving a play-by-play. This is oh my God, it's amazing, it's crazy. Okay, this is superficial.
Without identification, in unmarked vans, stopping and pulling over people who are brown, and just hoping that they're illegal, quote, or undocumented, whichever word you choose to use, and then hopefully deporting them. And if they're not undocumented, finding some excuse to detain them that they were being uncooperative.
They got a 3,000 a day quota. You understand me?
Or they were assaulting an agent when the agents aren't even identifying themselves. That is what is happening in LA right now. You need to know this. This is not, and if you're some MAGA guy and you're like, well, they need to get
some MAGA guy, somebody type some MAGA guy.
Document. These are not undocumented.
You know, that's your cousin and your daddy and your brother. They're all MAGA guys.
Documented people. Many of them are American citizens who just happen to be brown and speak Spanish.
Okay.
It's such fucking bullshit. And this is.
Watch your language, okay? Watch it. Go ahead, I understand.
This is coming to your city. This is coming to your city.
So you all get the point. Okay, we don't need to rehash that. I will air that whole broadcast. I will put that out for everybody to see at some point, and you guys can check that out. Now look here. Man, let me try to first of all, let me get my cameras fixed. What's going on with my cameras? I'm trying to see if I can get the whole camera in here for you guys before we get this thing crackling too much for it. But yeah, so this is what's going on. It's a real problem out here.
Mama, that go that man.